Namaste and Siddhi Pranam. Welcome to your today's practice, which is Kapalbhati Pranayama, also known as skull shining breath. So Kapalbhati Pranayama, it's not practiced during the pregnancy period, but it's really beneficial in the postpartum period. So you really need to remember this, that this practice is only after the delivery has happened, and also minimum 6 weeks has passed after the delivery in the case of normal delivery. And if it's C-section, then we need to wait for 6 months to start practicing this breath. Otherwise, because this can be damaging to the abdominal muscles if the woman has C-section done and the muscles are still very sensitive, even though the wound can look that it's healed, but it takes a while to all the muscles in the internal layer, the fascia, the nerves to get healed. So we need to really be patient in the postpartum period to begin this practice. If the C-section is there, minimum 6 months, and in the case of normal delivery, we can start it after 6 weeks. So Kapalbhati Pranayama is not practiced during pregnancy because it's a heating pranayama. Since the body temperature heats up quite often during the pregnancy, if we add this practice, this can contribute to that heated temperature of the body, and that is why it's not used. Secondly, it's in this pranayama, we have to contract the abdominal muscles, and that's what we cannot do in pregnancy because it can give a lot of discomfort to the baby. And that is also a reason that we cannot practice Kapalbhati during the pregnancy time. But as I said, we can do it in the postpartum period. So you can include this practice in the postpartum. If we include this in the postpartum, there are a couple of benefits of this. One is that it helps to tone those abdomen muscles, since the uterus is going back to its previous size and the abdominal muscles are shrinking slowly. Then it can really help tighten those muscles. And the women goes to a lot of fatigue at the time when they are new mothers, so it can energize them. They can also sometimes go to a lot of hormonal balance. It can help with that, and also reduce stress and anxiety. So the way we practice this breath is, it's passive inhalation and active exhalation. So we focus more on exhalation, and it's powerful exhalation in bits through the nose, but we need to see that our abdomen muscles or the navel goes in and out, and we kind of pump air through our stomach, and it releases quite fast from the nostrils. And we need to visualize that we are releasing all the negative energies and the negative breath from the negative particles from our body, and also energetically the negative energies from our system and energy body. So just to test whether you're doing it right or not, let's begin with placing our right hand on our navel. And when we begin the active exhalation, we will see if we are pumping the navel in and out or not. So the pumps are so fast that you will actually listen the sound of the breath coming out of your nostril. Now, if somebody is actually beginner in this practice, they can start with 1 breath per second, which will look like this. And if you are advanced practitioner, you can increase the pace of the practice 2 or 3 breaths per second, and that will look like this. And yes, so now we can practice together. So let's do one thing. You can either keep your hand on the navel to just ensure you're doing it right and your navel is going in and out, or you can rest both the hands or on your knees and then practice this breath. So let's inhale deeply. And exhale and empty ourselves fully. And the emptiness, we begin to pump the navel and actively exhale from our nostrils. Let's begin. When you're ready, close your eyes, bring your focus to your third eye point and the nostrils. Release the toxins from your body and negative energy from your auric space. Let's do it. If it's too tiring for you, you can just slow down or stop for a while. Take long and deep breathing for a few breaths. And continue. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And continue. Inhale. Exhale. If this practice looks or feels quite exhausting to you, you can do it in chunks of 10 to 20 seconds. Stop, take breath again, and then practice again. If you start to feel dizzy at some point in time, then you can stop the practice. This practice also takes our brain into hyperventilation mode. So if you have high blood pressure issue or you have had any other heart or cardiovascular issue, this breath is not recommended. For the women, if they are going through their periods and in the first 3 days of moon cycle, it's not recommended to practice this because it also puts a lot of pressure on the ovaries and it can cause a little discomfort at the time of this periods. So if this is not the scenario, then otherwise rest is fine. And if you are in your postpartum periods, 6 weeks past in the normal delivery case, then you can continue this practice. And this will elevate your energy, release stress, and also create a powerful pool of oxidize your breath. So let's do 2 more rounds before we end the practice. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And let's continue. Inhale, exhale, and just observe the sensation around your nostril and in your entire body. Keep inhaling and exhaling calmly, observing the sensation around the body. When you're ready, bring both your hands into Namaste. Send gratitude for the practice. Fill your heart with lots of love and compassion. Send the intention to heal your body, energize your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope this contributed to you.